Alright guys, welcome back to Let's Play Sub-Terrania Part 4. We are at level 7. Our StatScan mission briefing is now officially broken. Supposedly the water interferes with it. Anyway, you may notice that I have way more lives than I did in the last level, and my points are a little different. That's because these levels screwed me over so badly that I had to start the game over just to get back to where I was. Anyway, as you'll see, we are now underwater. These levels have underwater and above water segments. Not only did they throw the water in at you, though, they screwed up the gravity. The gravity now pulls you down faster, but when you thrust, you also fling ahead. You also fling in the directions you want to go faster. So, all that. It's like the game designers are now reaching through the screen and punching you in the face. Alright, I just picked up the anti-pressure and then shot down those orbs. That broke through the floor there. I need to get down there because there's another item I need. They don't give you any mission briefings anymore, so you're basically left trying to guess what you're supposed to do. The anti-pressure is a little nifty device that equalizes the pressure in your ship so that when you're in the water you don't float, you'll sink down to the bottom, which is helpful because you don't want to use all your fuel just trying to get to the bottom. Like I'm trying to do. There, and then I remembered that I had it. Anyway, it sinks you to the bottom. Of course, all the enemies, it just makes it difficult. They made the anti-pressure one of your weapons for some reason, so you have to switch back and forth just to use it. Alright, I just picked up the tube bombs. We're going to be using those a little later to drain the water from this level. As you can see, it's so easy to fling yourself into the walls here. You'll also notice the gravity is way fast. So when you're in the water, a little bit about the gravity. As you can see, the ship floats. So when you're above ground, or above water, you have to worry about falling. When you're in the water, you have to worry about floating. Now if I had gone down that other path, I would have picked up some fuel, which is going to come back to bite me here a little while. You'll see. You'll see! Failure level is rising at astronomical levels. Just trying to get myself down here. That's the pipe that we want to blow with the tube bombs. Although I'm failing miserably trying to switch between anti-pressure, tube bombs, weapons. It gets hectic. All that while trying to fly around and avoid the walls. Thank you, game designers. There, I just ran out of fuel. So let's try this again. Tube bomb! Away! Alright, it blew me up against the ceiling, that's okay. Alright, the water is drained, now all we have to do is fly to the left and get out of here. Although for some reason I'm wasting time shooting the fish, who are no longer a threat to me. So that's it, that's mission 7. Seemed easy, but trust me, it's not. Alright, we don't even get the broken mission briefing for the next level. We're just left guessing where to go. Luckily for you, I know where to go! And I'm not saying that because I cheated or anything, I'm saying that because this is probably like maybe the 7th time I've done this level. But don't worry, I'm still gonna fail. You're not gonna see any kind of pro here, as you can tell. The jellyfish don't hurt you. The one thing in the game that doesn't hurt you. There they are. Alright, the first item of business is to pick up the mirror laser. We'll be using that at the end to break out of here. You'll also notice that I have a third meter at the top, the acid meter. A little bit later, the water is going to turn to acid and we can't stay in it too long. You know, as if they didn't throw enough challenge in for you. Let's make the water acid, that'll do it. That'll make it even worse. Alright, so there's your first bit of failure. I blew myself against the wall, but I'm not going to cut because I'm actually right where I was supposed to be. I don't need to grab the mirror laser anymore. So let's try this again. There we go. Alright, down here you'll find some more missiles. Missiles, they're not incredibly useful. They're heat-seeking, which is kind of cool. But that's it. I don't really even use them that much. Anyway, below me is another fuel item that I missed that is going to come back to bite me later, I promise you. Alright, shooting that helps because now, when I lose my fuel here in a few minutes, I'll be able to just fly right up over. Alright, so now, as you can see, the water is pink. It is now acidic. Alright, and, yep, out of fuel. Okay, so, that's 2 lives lost to this level, 1 life lost to the previous level, so we are off to a great start in the latter levels. Thank you, game designers. You guys really, you're great. You're fantastic. Alright, so this, we have to go down a narrow tunnel. We have to deal with the fact that there are enemies, the fact that our ship floats toward the surface, the fact that everything wants to kill us, and the fact that the water is acid. Sounds simple, right? Easy as cake. Although I don't manage to do too difficult, too terribly. Although these little clamps can get annoying. They fly at you and they just bump you back. Alright, so up here I get some much needed fuel, and this is where we use the mirror laser. Like the game gives you any kind of hint. So we shoot into this little, I don't know, terminal type thing a bunch of times, and then it gets the laser bouncing back and forth. So we just wait a few minutes for it to overload, and then we just shoot our way out of here. And that's it! Mission 8 completed! Oh, my sanity. Pray for it. Alright, since I'm such a nice guy, and that I listen to my 3 fans, I've been noticing that you guys want to know the difference between the weapons. So I'm going to tell you. The first one I have here is the green weapon. It shoots in a random spirally type pattern. It's kind of useful. I'd say it's the second most useful to me. So next I'm going to go down here, pick up the red weapon. Show you what that does. Some say the red weapon is more powerful, and I think that it is more powerful. It causes more damage. But as you can see, it's kind of lackluster. It just kind of shoots in a wavy type pattern. So green we have spiraling random pattern. Red we have like a wavy pattern, but a little stronger. And now let me go down and pick up the blue weapon, and I'll show you why I like it better. Hopefully you'll see from the comparison why I think it's better. But really it's up to personal taste, I suppose. I think that the green one covers more area, while the red one is more powerful. I think the blue is the best balance between the two. See, the blue weapon, see how big the bursts are. They're pretty strong. Not as strong as the red, but stronger than the green. But not only do they shoot ahead, they also shoot off to the sides and in like a curving pattern ahead as well. So it covers a lot of spread. It's also pretty strong. That's why I likes it. So there you go. That's why I use the weapons that I do. Crash! MeccaPrime signing out, people.